It's another beautiful January day in the woods. This is Dave from Out There Bushcraft, and I thought we'd look at another fire lay today. So we'll just have a little bit of a chat about the Criss Cross fire lay. Okay, you might know it as the Waffle Fire lay. There's lots of other names. It's a great fire for cooking, so we're going to take a look at that today. Okay. Okay then, so as always with fire lighting we've done our prep. Prep's key. So I've got a cleared area where I'm going to light my fire. I've got some logs in the round and they are ideal to form the base of my fire. The reason for that, the reason I'm using rounds rather than split logs at this point, is they will give us a really good bed of embers, and I want a good bed of embers, remember, because I'm going to be cooking on here, and more often than not when we're cooking we want to use embers rather than flames. Okay, so round logs on the ground. What I'm then going to do with my split logs is start to form my crisscross fire. Now you can, as I'm doing, set up your crisscross fire directly from the start, or you could start with any kind of initial fire lay, maybe a TP fire to get it going, and then you would be able to add in whatever you needed to make it into this layout later on. As well as that, I've got some thinner kindling to use. I've got some feather sticks. I'll show you how to make those in a separate video if you don't already know, but I've got feather sticks. I've got all of the other, the kindling, the tinder and so on that I need to get the fire going. But this is the fire lay that I'm looking for, which is that crisscross pattern, which will collapse down nicely into the bed of embers that I'm looking for cooking. Okay, so crisscross fire lay, tinder and kindling and so on will go in the middle there. We'll light it up and see how it does. Okay. Right guys, so we're going to do our lighting of the fire. In terms of tinder and so on, I've got my reindeer skin pouch here that I use for my tinder, the tinder pouch. I have all sorts in here. I made this pouch, it was a gift from my stepdaughters, and it's alright. I'm not the world's greatest, but never mind. I carry things like boat fire starters. There's some birch bark in there, so a little piece of wood there that I can slice down into kindling, into sticks. There's some the tinder card in here, and of course I've got birch bark and cotton pads, and there's all sorts of stuff in there. So I've got all I need to be able to light a fire when I need to. I'm not necessarily using that today. I've also got nice thin sticks that will light pretty well. I've got my feather sticks that I mentioned earlier on, and anything that's come off the feather sticks as well. Because sometimes, you know, we lose the curls as we go. That's okay, that's still all useful stuff. So I've got that too, so I'll just pop that in the middle for now, and we'll take it from there. So as always, you can light this in a number of ways. You can blow it a flame if you've done fire by friction. You can use the various things that I've just shown you. You can flint and steel, or, you know, char cloth, whatever you intend to do. But we're just really doing this for demo purposes, so I'm just going to show you with trusty Zippo lighter. Okay, and saying it's trusty, there we go, it is trusty. And all I really want to do is just maybe light a curl. Okay, once I've got the fire started in that way, I can just feed in a few little pieces of the sticks that I'm using, which will help to get things going. Remember, when you are adding your sort of graded levels of fuel, if you like, you've got to make sure that the initial layer that you've put on is going to stay alight long enough to ignite the layer that comes after it. And if the layer that comes after it is so thick that it's not fully alight by the time that the previous layer has effectively been burned out, then your fire's not going to be too successful. Okay, so I'm always looking to grade my kindling and my sticks up to my fuel in such a way that the previous layer lights the next layer, lights the next layer, lights the next layer, and so on. You can see we've got that happening now. I've still got feather sticks that I can throw on there if I need to, but I really don't think I'm going to need to do that. I guess I can throw them on just really because I don't need them for anything else. So maybe we'll pop those on too, and we'll see how our fire goes. Okay, so that is the Criss Cross fire lay. It's getting going pretty well now, but you can see those feather sticks are just burning now. They're burning out, and because there's nothing immediately around them to ignite, they will burn out and be largely not much use. I've just chucked them on there because I've got them to throw on. But you can see further down, the thinner stuff that I've put on has stayed alight long enough to start to light the layers of the waffle, the layers of the Criss Cross. And so I'm going to get that heat and ember forming that I need. Then the base layer, and some of it was sort of slightly damp when I picked it up, and that's okay for now, but that ember layer will be created also by the round logs that are on the bottom. Remember, I used logs that are in the round because they burn longer and they make those better coals that I need to be able to cook on. Okay, so there you go, a dead straightforward fire lay. As you saw there, I set it up from scratch, but as I did say previously, you can get your fire going and then just start to lay the sticks in that crisscross pattern afterwards. Okay, thanks for watching. If you are going to get out with your family and do a little bit of camp cooking and so on, then this would be a really useful technique. So, you know, notwithstanding lockdown, if you're watching this and we're still in it, of course, take your opportunity to get out there and have a go.